The Heavy is a much debated class. Is he OP? Is he UP? Does he have ESP? Does he watch TV? Is his favorite Pokemon Eevee? We don't know for sure, but I will say that Heavy, out of all the other classes, requires map knowledge the most. Every single class needs map knowledge, but out of all 9 of them, it's the Heavy man who needs to know where to go the most. And here is why I believe this. We know that Heavy has the slowest base movement speed in the game. We also know that there are only 2 classes that do not own any weapon that increases their movement speed in any way: the Engineer and the Sniper. These 2 classes in particular don't require any weapons that need movement speed buffs, since the Engineer can teleport himself and others, and the Sniper has long distance to his advantage. Heavy has neither of these things. Now, we know that he has the Gloves of Running Urgently, the Eviction Notice, and the Buffalo Steak Sandwich. While the Eviction Notice increases his speed by a pitiful 15%, the Gloves increase his movement speed to 30%, and the Steak increases this speed by 35%. This is fine and well, but the trade-offs for each of these movement buffs are quite strong. The Eviction Notice does less damage per hit, and the Gloves of Running Urgently has Heavy receiving extra damage when equipped, and the Steak requires Heavy to become melee only for a brief period of time. It is due to these slow movement speeds and trade-offs for that speed boost that we know Heavy must know the map the most. His escape time if he is overwhelmed is hindered, and his usefulness is reduced if he chooses the wrong path. Once a Heavy player makes a decision, they must be dedicated to that specific route or area. We also know that Heavy's primary shares a trait with the Sniper's primary. His right click nearly immobilizes him. When he's doing damage with his minigun, he is dedicated to that spot. It's easy to see how Heavy players must be wary of where they are positioned on the map and where the best routes and points are to attack and or defend. Heavies who manipulate maps well are strong contenders. We also know one of Heavy's most appreciated weapons, the Sandwich, has a unique trait to all other consumable items in the game. If his health is full and the Heavy grabs a med pack while his Sandwich is recharging, he gains a free Sandwich. A Heavy who knows this will keep an eye on health spawns, even small medkits, to eat, then freely recharge his meal. Since health packs are typically near ammunition packs, and Heavy is one of the most ammo-heavy classes in this game, this is beneficial on both sides. As I mentioned before, all classes require map knowledge to be effective. That's just how TF2 works and how any shooter game works. It's true of anything. But as the class that has the least amount of mobility outside of the Sniper, but again, the Sniper has long distance scoping to his advantage, he's definitely the one who needs to know his stuff the most. So, just to be fair, here are the other classes that I believe map knowledge makes them the most effective. And this is honestly up to individual players as well, as players who know the map really well can still suck at a class. Let's just get that out of the way. But this is the order that I believe, if we're talking about general players and classes, map knowledge making them the most effective. 2nd, Engineer. 3rd, Spy. 4th, Sniper. 5th, Medic. 6th, Soldier. 7, Demo Man. 8, Pyro. And 9, Scout, because he's literally made for exploring and flanking. And you can argue that a rocket jumping soldier can do it faster, and they can, but not everybody's good at rocket jumping. But everybody can run a scout. So I think that covers that. I hope you agree, and if you disagree, let me know. I'm sure many engineers will disagree with me, but with Engineer as my most played class, I still believe Heavies need to know what they're doing the most when it comes to maps, because that's when they're the most effective. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.